Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, our Obsidian Coven series, and we have finished the east wing of the castle for the most part. We got more drain caskets set up, we hauled our prisoners over. We still have more hemogen vats to build and more drain caskets. We are very low on steel, which we're kind of working on. Actually, look, it looks like they are getting ahead of things. We originally, there was like a vein down here that we were going to work on mining, but it's so far away, I didn't want to do that. We did find a new vein of iron ore here, so it's kind of in the way of completing House Alarak. And we're going to need a ton of steel for various things here, so just kind of working on farming up some steel so that we can round out our construction. We're also out of gold, so I'm hoping that we have some traders show up, but we are almost build complete. I've been kind of just waiting for the relic quest to show up, and the stolen airship popped up, and I was like, okay. And then I didn't realize this guy popped up, so we have 2 relic quests that we can do today. The quest that got me to take a look at my quest log is actually this one's Oko's Fort Attack, a greater healing potion. We can fix Xiao. Finally. Oh my gosh, she's been deteriorating for so long. She's 117 years old. The attack does require that we send 28 soldiers, but the site's only guarded by 3 Imperials. That feels crazy and excessive. Let's see how it goes. I'm not sure if the airship will use this landing spot. They haven't been. The medieval overhaul, is this the medieval overhaul reskin? I don't know. Whatever is making the shuttle so wide, I think is giving a little bit of a problem with that. That's fine. Let's send, let's see, like Coven and Anastasia. They are some of our best melee brawlers. We'll send maybe half the Blood Guard. That's 6 people. We'll send Corvin's house, I guess. And we'll send Anastasia's house. That's like 12. So we need like 16 more. I guess just like random people. Let's do that and see if it's enough. We have 79 people. That being said, 10 of them are children. So we have 69 capable fighters. Nice. Base should be fine without them. We'll do this quest, and then we'll do these next couple of relic quests, and we'll see how much construction / mining and smelting we can get done in the meantime. Okay, a little buggy. It's flying sideways, but the site wasn't too far off. Our base is literally right there. Okay, well, I guess these are our 3 defenders. We're still getting out of our airship. They have like a little airship here. Oh my gosh, we gotta wait for 28 of them to get out. Okay, so melee folks, that's you 4. And Anastasia? Did I not send Anastasia? Maybe I grabbed too many people and she didn't make it. Let's go ahead and grab you guys. And then we'll have our ranged folks just follow. If I can grab the right group. Okay. Where are you? You guys are... What does this map even look like? Okay, there we are. All our ranged folks to maybe like line up right there. And yeah, this feels ridiculous. Okay. Their shuttle took off. Okay, they're beginning our assault. We have arrived. And let's do that. You guys check this out. Balloons arrived. Oh no, confusion. Greater healing potion. Reyna. I don't really care about that dead body right now. Use. Reyna has... Okay. Reyna has no... Can't we use it on someone, though? Where are you? Oh, my list is all weird. Okay, well, we'll just haul it for now, and we will get back to you when you are done wandering around confused. Okay, nothing exciting in here. I guess we'll just go ahead and send everyone home. And then we will cure you. Health operations, greater healing potion. We can do it that way. You might have noticed that I have the saber kitties confined to this area. I made an area for them called MB, Make Babies. They have access to kibble, they have some sleeping spots, and we did get pregnant. With them both doing like hauling work and being trained and having such a large base to wander around, they weren't actually doing any mating, so we will get some cute little saber kittens here at some point. Okay, she's finally stopped wandering. Let's go ahead and romance clean. Wait, did we use it already? No, we haven't used it. Opera surgeons. Oh, no, we do. I just said a bunch of things to myself in my head without saying them to you guys. So we have a surgeon. That's what I was thinking. Elowen, where are you? Oh my gosh, there you are. Harry. Wait, is someone already doing the thing? Oh, someone is grabbing the thing. Oh, Elowen, you are already doing it. That is perfect. Are you moving slow? Yeah, someone drank from you. We have it turned off, but you must be a vampire, so they come and drink from you anyway. Okay. Sorry about it, but I'm sure that you enjoy it. If we take a look at your needs, you probably have a Blood Feeder Master. Like Blood Feeder Mark. Pain +1. Okay. Just kind of like lighting up the base a little bit. Putting some statues around that actually turned out well. You are good. Okay, well, middle of the night, I think we'll go ahead and accept the airship investigation. Actually, we can accept both of these because we can just like take a look at that. It is directly south of us. We will head there next. Airship, where have you arrived? You've arrived down at the bottom of the map. That's going to be pretty bad for us. Alarak, how are you on food? You're okay on food. You're not great on sleep. You know what? Why don't we have Reyna start it off? Why don't you head down here? Okay. You go ahead and prioritize the hack. Bottom map edge, not great. Of course it would be that. We got so lucky having it land up here last time. Since it's so far away, I'll probably wait until like hour 4, and then I'll just gather folks up to have them come down here. In the meantime, Alarak, what I need from you is I need you to sleep. Do we have any go juice? We don't. We've been selling drugs whenever we get them. Okay, well, we'll wait until after the raid, and then we'll make sure that you have meals on you, and hopefully you'll have slept by then. What we can actually do is, why don't we just like tell you to sleep right now, just so that we know you get well rested. Why are you still researching? Thank you. Oh, you're gonna go cut some stone blocks? Well, that's closer to your bed, so maybe you'll get tired over there and take a little nap. It is hour 5. It took Reyna a little over an hour to get down here. So I'm sending everyone down now, and they're probably not going to be too happy about just hanging out here drafted for the next 4 hours, but that is what we're going to do. Okay, raid should be arriving shortly. Unselect Alarak. I'm going to undraft people. I'm going to tell them to get to position 4, which I've set up down here, just so none of them go wandering off. They have like a fresh drafted command. We have our melee folks lined up here and then all the ranged folks here. Let's go ahead and throw up a combat command because the raid is just going to spawn right on top of us, right? And if that's the case, Coven, why don't you turn on kill skip? Gareth, you can do the same. And Anastasia, oh, you have your shadow step assassinate. We'll let you do that. Okay. So Reno did a big chunk of this. We didn't get to quite halfway, but I think with Alarak working on it, his hacking speed is actually 13% faster, and he's going to start out down here. Okay, so just a little to the side. Why don't we have you guys take up position on that side? How many? 80? That's not bad. That's almost as many pawns as we have down here. We have 69. Oh, Halfler, what are you even doing? I guess you missed the memo. Okay. Melee folks, you can go ahead and search and destroy. There is volcanic ash going on right now, so that's a little bit of a problem. You guys are all free to go. You are also free to go. Alarak, you're still researching. I think if Alarak just stays researching, we'll probably not have another raid. So I'm going to make that assumption. And if I come back and I am skipping Alarak across the map, you know things have gone horribly wrong. Well, Alarak is just about done here. He just like plowed through that. We did have to stop and take like a little simple meal break. His mood though is not too terrible. He's tired. He's unhappy about being wet and a lot of other things, but he's got such high mood from all these other things that wasn't really a big deal. So take a look at our quests. If we take a look at active, we completed 2 of these. We have the Ancient Encampment. That one just finished. We'll let these guys kind of like rest up, have proper meals, get some recreation in. I assume that Alarak's recreation bar is very low. And then we will caravan out to that other site and get that taken care of. On our way back up, I did have our melee folks kill the couple of lindworms that like popped up on the map just so that they didn't end up scarfing down one of our children or something. And you might remember that this used to be a barrack. I realized we have a lot of like open beds throughout just kind of like our row housing. So I went ahead and got rid of the barracks. And I also realized that Lawler's family is getting pretty big, right? So she has her husband, Kamba, they have a son, they have another egg over in the nursery. And she's been with us for such a long time. I can't believe I didn't think to build her a private house. So there we go. Lawler kind of right next to the smithy and other crafting facilities, which is what she primarily does. Her son, who we named after Cole, also has a little bedroom that they will share with their future sibling. Well, I have moved their death rest coffins over. This is like good enough for us. I think I just want to mine a little bit more ore to make sure that we're solid for building the rest of those drain caskets. And then we'll kind of like finish the rest of this off. In the meantime, we do have people needing death rest. So I just put House Gareth down along with 2 of the Blood Guard. Once they progress a little bit, we'll do Anastasia's house and 2 more of the Blood Guard. And we'll just kind of like cycle through everyone. And then once we're at full death rest capacity again, then we'll actually go hit up that quest site. This will give hopefully these guys an opportunity to bind with their death rest accelerators and other buildings. And, you know, we can move these to kind of create the patterns that we've been creating with the pipe connections or, you know, the linking or whatever. Okay, we have a group from House Hest. Small group, only 102 pawns. Usually we've been getting like 200 pawn raids. There have been a couple times that we've really lucked out with lava flows and like 500-person tribal raid. But yeah, I am just very stunned that it's so small. That being said, this is our first opportunity to like really test our new defensive towers. These bloodstone turrets against some human raids. We do have one of our houses and two of our blood guards down, so I want to take a look at these areas and see. It looks like someone's going to be blocking that door. You go there. We don't have someone standing in front of that door. I'll go ahead and move Alarak up. And we're going to be missing a person there, so I'll put Reyna there. Turrets are acquiring targets. And we also had someone recently become an adult, Rock. Oh, actually, it looks like we have two people that not picked up any defensive positions since becoming adults. Let's stick you guys right. That's not really going to be useful. We could stick you guys right there as defensive position 1. And you guys are heading down, right? Yes, perfect. Okay, there we go. Misses, it is like a little, it's just like that when it comes to being an AoE. So maybe when some of these guys that are clustered a little bit more closely together, we'll see some actual impacts. Okay, nice. And these guys have a pretty good range, so this is like the sweet spot for getting tons of like turret activity. I would be so happy if they didn't actually make it in to engage with our melee folks. I think we're gonna have a few people make it in though. Oh, what? This guy got to the door and turned around. Oh, he's on fire. Mad Emu. Like, sure, join the fray, buddy. Join the fray. You'll get taken out by these guys when they start fleeing, I think. Okay, yeah, Gunther made it in. This dead person made it in. These guys are now... They're gonna try and flee through our base, which is so weird. Let's go ahead and tell people to get to defensive position 2. So we'll set up our body blocking up here. Some of them are fleeing the other way, which is great. I don't need you guys firing at people that are fleeing. These hold a lot of charges, but they require these bloodstones to be refueled, and those require silver, which we're not like completely self-sufficient on that stuff. Or we don't have endless amounts of silver. So I told people to get into defensive positions 2. Let's do defensive positions 3 now. So these guys will start backing up, letting these guys through into their doom, basically. Oh, you still have kill skip on. That's fine. Let's get you somewhere safe. You can jump back there. Okay, you're free to go. You can go, my dude. And Titan. Well, you did not get into your other position. I guess we'll long jump you back there. Frid and Varrock do not have a defensive position 2 or 3, so we'll just set 2 and 3 up there for them. Graves. You did not heed the command to get into your final defensive position, but I think we're pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys do whatever you're gonna do. Children, you guys can be free. Bearing did not go to a defensive position, so we'll set that right now. Okay, all set. Okay, we have all the Death Rest buildings set up, so we're having House Alarak come to Death Rest, and then we'll do House Coven and our last Blood Guard. I think Eaton and... Nope, you guys just went down. Graves, are you going to go Death Rest? Yeah, so Graves and Titan are Death Resting, and then Eaton and Keto will Death Rest with House Corvin. Little update up here. So I initially built this out with space for these wooden posts so that we could grow the medieval overhaul grapes. And then I second guessed myself and I planted these grapes. These grapes are not the grapes we need to create the grape must for blood wine. So we're just creating regular wine over here for now. And I decided to use all this extra green space for regular wine grapes. We just got finished building and planting this area. These grapes take about 20 days to grow. How long did these grapes take? These grapes, yeah, both sets of grapes take about 20 days. I think I might want to do more barrels then. Let's do that and that. And I guess we could head into the house with some of these as well. Like really kind of like up the amount of production happening at this vineyard. But we'll be producing both regular wine and grape wine. If we take a look at drug restrictions, I wish sort this alphabetically. Wine, regular wine, we do have set for unrestricted. So that's for our regular colonists. Unrestricted is not really unrestricted. It's just some of the alcohols and smoke leaf. And then vamp unrestricted also lets them have blood wine. Vamp unrestricted. Yeah, all our vamps, including the blood guard, have access to that. Okay, that was... You guys get here? Ooh, okay, Allison, you connected. That's an interesting pattern. But it's not like the others, and I did set the other ones all exactly the same, so we'll do the same here. Move that there, and then that is fine. Just move it in, and then you are connected to these two, so we'll just move those there. And it's fine to move those while they're death resting. It will literally just be disconnected for like a second or two, and then they'll connect right back up to it. I think we'll probably leave this mining up for a few more days, and then we'll get that all settled out. I'm thinking that we might end the episode here. And we'll work on the quest site tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll take on this site, and then hopefully we'll have the other relic quest. Maybe we'll be able to get our full relic tomorrow. And then maybe the last episode, we'll just do our Ascension quest, and we'll kind of like review the builds as well as review kind of like the different family units that we have going on in the colony. So a little short today, but I think that gives us time to have some things going on for the next couple days so that we get a full week before we move on to the next episode, or most of the week anyway. Thanks for hanging out today, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.